Ladies and gentlemen, Geri Petito.
I'm not an addict, I'm just an ass. And in time, this too shall pass. I'm not an addict, I'm just an ass. Geri Petito taught the class. I'm not an addict, I'm just an ass. Loves the answer, the greener grass. I'm not an addict, I'm just an ass. One day at a time, free at last.
When you don't know just what to do,
Just what to do, just what to do.
if what you're feeling is really true,
Is really true, is it really true?
just keep your ideas safe and sound.
Safe and sound, safe and sound.
That's exactly how change is found.
Change is found, change is found. I'm not an addict, I'm just an ass. And in time, this too shall pass. I'm not an addict, I'm just an ass. Geri Petito taught the class. I'm not an addict, I'm just an ass. Loves the answer, the greener grass. I'm not an addict, I'm just an ass. One day at a time, free at last.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Geri Petito Show. Everyone and anyone who knows me knows I am the author of I'm Not an Addict, I'm Just an Ass. I'd rather be a smartass than a dumbass. Because, guys, 33 years ago, I was a dumbass. But today, 33 years later, through the grace of God, I can honestly say now I'm a smartass. Yes, the word ass is in the Bible at least 40 times, and it means donkey, and that's what I was. I'm saying all that to say this, a lot of people out there are struggling, even with their health, with recovery, okay, and with addiction. I'm a recovery coach. I'm also a nutritional health coach. I'm here to help you. All right, I want you to know someone is listening. If you think my book can help someone, because I sure do, you can go right to Simon & Schuster's bookstore, Archway Publishing, BAM, Amazon, Barnes & Noble. You can go to my website, www.geripetito.com. Please subscribe to the Geri Petito Show YouTube channel. And listen to me, if you truly, truly, truly cannot afford my book, please, please reach out to me about that as well. I'd like to give a shout out to a few of my sponsors before I introduce my incredible guest. So, we've got Stormin Norman Selden, 732-245-4777, www.storminnormanselden.com, booking dozens of attractions for concerts and performances on venues of all sizes. Guys, he's got from a 5 to 12-piece band. He was in studio recently with his keyboards, and he is a beast on the keyboards. And a lot of people don't know this, but he helped get, back in the day, Larry Chance from the Earls, the song Remember Then. He helped get Larry started. Imagine that. Larry was like family to me. Larry, we all love and miss you. I know you're rocking the heavens, baby. Rest in peace. And Norman's doing something really cool for seniors now. If anyone wants to learn the keyboards, and you're a senior, and you're bored, or you're stuck at home, give him a call. So then we've got Ken Ryan and Linda Garofalo, The Way It Used to Be, singing songs from the 50s to the 80s, a tribute show to the greatest music and voices of all time. And Ken also sings Elvis for me. Thank you very much. And I want to give the two of them a shout out because they're beautiful people inside and out, and they do a lot of fundraisers, and they're absolutely amazing. Then I've got John Bishop, a.k.a. Johnny B., singer-songwriter, host of the Entertainment Luncheon South, a nonprofit network created for the creative. He's also the partner in the Joey D and Johnny B. Rockin' Oldies band, but I want to give him and his wife Lenny a shout-out because they put on this luncheon once a month. It's actually today. And it's by invite only, and if you tell them you know me, they might let you in. Or they might lock you out forever. I'm not sure. But it's $20. You get a great lunch and you get incredible entertainment. And they don't keep a penny of it. So they're two incredible people as well. And I'm going to mention one more sponsor today. Paula Ann, Ablaze Entertainment and Freedom Rings Festival, helping survivors of human trafficking to live a life of normalcy. www.freedomringsfestival.com. So, having said all that, I'm going to introduce my really cool guest. I hope I get this right, okay? So, Michael Foy Bellis, a.k.a. Maine South. Did I say that? Yes! All right, how you doing, Michael?
I'm doing great. Geri, you?
I'm doing great. So, here we
Wonderful.
are finally, okay?
Yeah. Took a
Um,
while, but
yeah, but it's
between
okay.
sickness and injuries and everything else, time has its way.
I want to give a shout out, of course, to our connection, your beautiful daughter.
Sure.
Okay, so
Please
tell everyone about your daughter first. Tell everyone her
listen.
name.
Listen. If anybody out there is feeling bad today, uh, try not to feel too bad because um, if my daughter Beryl has suffered with epilepsy since the age of 4 months old. She's 27 now. She has scoliosis of the spine. She has a pituitary gland possible tumor. We don't know. She's going in for an MRI. But listen, she's been dealt the hard blows of life. Okay. And, she has her moments and she should. Anybody should who's
Yes.
suffering. But you've, you've spoken to her.
Oh my gosh.
You've texted back and forth with her.
Oh my
She would
gosh.
give you the shirt off her back, and she will never speak a terse word again. She's not like Dad. I'm a battler, and I got a long way to go, man. I was city born, and I live in the country where the bears roam free. But I got a lot of city in me, and
Me too.
but she'd amen, and she'd give you the shirt off her back. She takes more after her mother than me. So and I'd give you the shirt off my back, but I only got one. So no, I'm kidding. She's Beryl's.
Amazing.
She's gold.
So
She's gold.
I want to say a few things about your daughter. So
Yeah,
I'm also a city girl. I was born and
there you
raised in
go.
Long Island City, New York, Queens. I moved to New Jersey on farmland, okay, when I was 12. But you can't take the city girl out of me, right? Okay.
No.
So, Beryl, I finally got to see her on Zoom before we did the show. And
Sure.
I said to her, "You are probably one of my most favorite people that I've never even gotten to meet or see on Zoom
Wow.
until today." And
Yeah.
she is gold. All right.
Oh yeah.
She is the most beautiful young woman inside and out that I've ever encountered. And we only knew each other through Facebook. So she
There you go.
messaged me a long time ago about you, Dad, and I am so blessed to know her. And I'm blessed to
Yeah.
know you
Listen,
guys.
she feels the same way. Okay,
So,
and it's amazing. Listen, the spirits drive harder than the flesh. So there you
yep.
go. They
So,
meet. Okay, and if two spirits don't meet, it was meant to be. If they do, it was meant to be.
so I
And
want to
that's how
ask
it
all
should
my
be.
prayer warriors out there to keep that young lady in prayer, please.
Oh yeah,
Okay,
yeah,
thank you guys. So now,
absolutely. And likewise we feel the same for everybody that listens to you.
well,
Uh, yeah, that's how it is. That's life.
so Michael, now let's talk a little bit about you and your musical career.
Yeah,
Let's go back in time a little bit, okay?
sure.
Um, when you were growing up, what kind of music did you listen to?
Um, just to fast forward it, I don't listen to a lot of music anymore. I
Oh,
just don't. I'm trying to make it. But way back when, I know somebody you were very fond of Elvis.
oh yes.
I wasn't an Elvis fan. I
Okay,
know it's just the way it was. It,
okay.
it just wasn't in floating around our circle. But Alvin Lee, the guitarist, 10 years after, and his name came from Elvis, his 10 years after band name. Alvin Lee's a tremendous guitarist. I'd love to change the world. His song, forever going to be played. But he, in 1958, apparently that's when Elvis really struck.
Okay,
Yeah, this is according to Alvin.
okay.
And in 1968, he was trying to form a band, and that was 10 years after. He named it 10 years after because it was 10 years after Elvis came on the scene, and Elvis Presley was Alvin Lee's idol.
Gotcha.
So I listened to Alvin Lee, Cream, Eric Clapton, Jack Bruce, Ginger Rogers. A pretty, not. I listened to some Beatles,
Oh,
love the Stones.
yeah.
So, a lot of my influences are still today are from the 60s, 70s.
Okay.
But yeah, that's, I was pretty pigeonholed into who I listened to. So
Well,
it was all rock.
Yeah, I always say I was born too late. I tell my age. I don't care about that. I was born in 61. And the
Yeah.
majority of my favorite music is from the late 50s to the mid 60s. I mean,
Right.
I don't know
There you go.
why, right? How, but
Well, if you've ever been on Facebook, you'll see occasionally Robert Plant sitting like this. And I
okay.
wasn't a Led Zeppelin fan, okay,
Okay.
but he'll be sitting like this, and he'll say, "Do you know why that you people aren't that enthralled with your music? Because it basically, I don't want to say the word, but it wasn't what we had, okay." And it wasn't. It's music's changed so much during the years.
I know.
And I know there's something for everybody.
I know.
That's wonderful. That's why I still do what I do. And
Yes.
a lot of people would say, I'm 66. Okay. I want people to come to me and go, no, yes. You don't lose it. You know, if you've got it,
So
it
what
seems to stay with you.
so what
You know,
genre do you consider yourself singing?
um, it's rock,
Okay.
but I had somebody, say, well, years ago, I worked as a chef in an inn on Cape Cod, and for the heck of it, I was just doing this, out of nowhere. And the owner came by, and my wife Lisa worked there also. We were pretty friendly with the husband and wife that owned it. He said, Michael, he said, I'd like to introduce you to my a friend of mine who runs the Cleveland Symphony Orchestra.
Oh
And I'm
wow.
like, no,
Wow.
it never materialized.
Okay.
But he just heard that and thought, geez, maybe this guy, might sing opera. Well, a lot of people, their first comment when they hear me sing will say, boy, you've got so much power.
Okay.
It's the way it is.
All right,
I
very cool.
can't, I can lessen it, but when I get behind the mic, I just cut loose, and
Okay.
that's what comes out. So,
So we have a bunch of his songs we're going to be playing for you guys, and then he'll talk about each song. But before we play the first one, I have one more question for you. So
yeah.
your family is completely supportive and love your music?
Um,
Here we go.
yeah, they do.
All right.
Well, my son's my guitarist.
All
All
right.
the
Okay.
music you hear is from Ryan, my son. All the guitar and drums and everything. I mean, he's simply incredible. He really is. He he's self-taught, never took a lesson in his life, and he's just I tell people that years ago when I was growing up, I grew up in Worcester, Massachusetts. Okay. And I've got a song coming up about them. I've also got a song for the Yankees coming up.
All
All
right.
right. So it's a killer. It's going to be a rock song, but and I spent a lot of time in Boston. Tried out for bands. There was a streak where every band I tried out for wanted me to sing for them. I guess it was hard to find singers, or I just came along with the right sound or
Okay.
something, but it never materialized.
Okay.
I just wasn't interested back then, and I know why, because when Ryan came along, he was doing what I wanted done. I never found that in anybody. If I asked somebody to go for a high note, I'd never get it. They just weren't. I just wasn't feeling it. And when he came along out of nowhere, another son that plays piano, and he never took a lesson, but he does, classical.
Well,
And all this.
wait a minute, who's in Maine South? Tell us the members.
Right now, it's my son, myself. We've had help from somebody else, but Ryan does most of it.
All right.
So, I mean, if we're this year, we're working on 6, 7 new songs.
Okay.
Then we may attack. We've been asked to already, but we're not ready for it.
But I saw you post something about your other daughter. She sings?
Yeah, Melody's got a beautiful voice.
She doesn't want to sing with Dad and her brother?
No, because it's not that. I think she'd rather.
It's different.
She's more of the Whitney Houston,
Yeah, different
Linda
music.
Ronstadt
Okay. All right.
type, and I don't think she's looking to.
Okay.
Yeah, I take the Tom Petty highway on that one, where I've never had a girl in a band, and I probably wouldn't.
Okay.
It's only simply because I can cover every note there is, and Ryan does what he does, and
Okay.
we've hopefully we've got some kind of sound going,
All right. Very
and
cool.
it's It is what it is.
All right.
You know.
All right, Michael. Well, let's give everybody a treat. We're going to play one of your songs now, and then you're going to talk about it.
There you go.
Here we go, guys.
Love is you and I, to make the most of every moment as we're laying side by side, your heart reaching mine, no words to be spoken as I look into your eyes, and right here is where we belong, making love in each other's arms. The sun may not rise, stars can lose their shine, seasons change their time. I'm still forever loving you. The clock's run out of time, bells forget their chimes, clouds refuse to cry. I'm still forever loving you, and it seems like yesterday when I first looked your way. My heart stole a kiss from you, and here we are today, with all this love we've made. My heart is still for you. Always you and I, from the very first moment, we've been one of a kind. Your heart beats with mine. This love can't be broken. It grows stronger over time. There's no place I'd rather be than in your arms, with you loving me. Oh, rivers may run dry, homes lose their rhyme, earth falls from the sky. I'm still forever loving you. Rose dies on the vine, mountains run and hide, flames lose their fire. I'm still forever loving you, and it seems like yesterday when I first looked your way. My heart stole a kiss from you, and here we are today, with all this love we've made. My heart is still for you. Oh, I'm still forever loving you. So let the world unwind, people be unkind. There's no secret why
That's beautiful. I love that one. So tell everybody about that song.
Um, the words actually came. I had a dream, and is actually written for my wife. You know, but and all the words seem to come in the dream. You know, and the strange thing is, the songs I get, you know, I've heard a lot of people say, "Well, I sit down. Gosh, I had to try to figure it." I never have really any trouble writing them because the words just come. You know, and then I'll get and the same with this one. But yeah, I wrote it about her, and you know, the first time we met, I didn't, you know, I wasn't 100% enthused, and I don't know if she was, until we finally met in Hyannis, Massachusetts, at this function that was happening, and she looked like Cinderella. It was unbelievable. I came, you know, looking shabby and drab, and she looked like Cinderella. And you know, we were working at the same place at the time, and boy, I'll tell you, swept off your feet, and somebody took my feet off. She did. So, you know, it was love,
That's
and
beautiful.
that's that song.
That's
So,
beautiful.
yeah, I attribute it. I've got another one I wrote for her called "Not So Long Ago." Haven't done it yet. We will do it. And,
Oh, okay.
but yeah,
Send it to me when
yeah.
you do it,
You
of
know,
course.
yeah, I've known people that have played it on Valentine's Day and all that. So, but yeah, she's the one behind it. So,
Beautiful.
yes.
About how many songs have you written?
You know, I've got about 35 that,
Okay.
you know, I've written, but you know, again, working on it has been sort of a slow process.
Okay.
The great thing about, you know, doing with your son is you get to take your time, okay? But you're also nobody telling you what to do and how to do it and this and that. So we're working on the next 6, 7 songs, and we're gonna go from there.
Does he want to say hello to let everybody see who
He's
you
not
are?
here right now.
Oh, okay.
I would, he
Okay.
would, but
All
he's
right.
not here right now.
Okay.
And
What made you
then-
choose that name for your group?
Maine South.
Yes.
I spent a lot of time in Worcester, Massachusetts, where I grew up in Hurd Street, and it's an area. And but my grandparents lived right across from Clark University, on Main Street, and that area was called Maine South.
Oh, okay.
And I spent a lot of time there, not just with them, but with, you know, walking home from school. I mean, there was one school I went to that was further away, and a few times we walked. But we spent a lot of time there. Crystal Pond is a little skating area there,
Oh,
and
cool.
so yeah, it's attributed to a geographical location, Maine
Okay.
South.
You know, some of my favorite memories was from Long Island City. So if I ever made a group, it's going to be LIC. I'm going to be thinking
There
of
you
you
go.
when I name it that.
Yeah, you know, but when I heard it, you know, when I finally said it, Maine South, that was it.
That was
you
it,
know?
right? I love
Tried
it.
other names, it wasn't fitting, and that one
Very
did.
cool.
Stuck.
All right, I have one more question for you before we play your second song.
Yeah,
All right. You may or may not be able to answer this because this is a hard
Sure.
question.
yeah.
You know, do you have that one song, and not you writing it, I mean like growing up hearing that one song
Yeah.
that still today resonates with you that you just love?
It would be Alvin Lee's "I'd Love to Change the World."
Oh, there you go. Okay.
Every time I hear that, I'm like,
All right, you can answer
Um,
this. Yay.
yeah, I can answer it. Every time I hear it, I'm like, if there's a song I could have written, that would have been it.
Oh, that's beautiful.
Yeah, I don't have a jealous bone in my body
Nope.
as far as music goes. I don't care.
Yep.
You know, I don't listen to much, if at all, anymore. But you know, I got to tell you something. When it hit, and
Yep.
even as a kid, I heard that song. And it was like, wow.
Okay, there you go.
Everything about it just struck, and the other thing he did that really grabbed me was at Woodstock, and he did a song called "I'm Coming Home," and I am telling you, that's where he earned his keep.
I love that song. Oh,
But if you go
Oh.
look at him live from Woodstock,
okay.
it's absolutely incredible.
I'm gonna
you know,
Google that then because
you
I
can
love
talk
that
about
song.
guitarists
Yeah.
up and down to the blue in the face,
Okay.
but when you can get on a stage and do what that man did at 1 o'clock in the morning, It was absolutely amazing.
I always was jealous of that. Like I always said, I told you, I always felt like I was born too late because I love oldies, doo-wop, and Elvis.
Yeah.
But I loved. I wish I was able to be at Woodstock. I wish I was old enough. That would have been incredible. I was always
Well,
jealous of that.
everything else, all these other music things that come along, I know we're going to have them, okay? But it's sort of like Yankee Stadium.
Right.
I see everything else paling in comparison. And same with Woodstock. That was it.
That was it,
Okay?
baby. And I was too young, but that was it.
Yeah,
Okay.
it was. It
All
was
right,
it.
cool.
And everything else after it is a replica or,
Yeah, it's
a
good.
copy.
But
And
that
that's
was
okay.
it, baby.
But Woodstock
All
is
right.
it. It was where it was at, and
I always
that's what the
wanted to be
musicians
I
all
wanted to be a hippie, and I wanted, the whole bit. All right, let's
right.
play a second song of yours, and then we'll have you talk about it.
Hit it.
Here we go.
Say goodbye, this year's gone forever. 3 cheers for the new year about to shine through. Leave all of your fears behind, never after. Dreams are for living, may they all come true. Those we've lost are never forgotten. They brought us a smile as we shed a tear. New acquaintances we've begotten as love takes hold from hearts so sincere. Say goodbye, this year's gone forever. 3 cheers for the new year about to shine through. Leave all of your fears behind ever after. Dreams are for living, may they all come true. Old days gone have taught us a lesson. And all that is good, let the spirit flow free. Just to raise a toast to kindly intentions, to make this world better for both you and me. The future is now, so let's get it right. A better tomorrow is well worth the fight. Say goodbye, this year's gone forever. 3 cheers for the new year about to shine through. Leave all of your fears behind ever after. Dreams are for living, may they all come true. Say goodbye, this year's gone forever. 3 cheers for the new year about to shine through. Leave all your fears behind ever after. Dreams are for living, may they all come true. Dreams are for living, may they all come true. 3 cheers for the new year about to shine through. 3 cheers for the new year about to shine through.
So, Michael, I got to tell you something. With this song, I hear an operatic voice.
Yeah, I classify what I do still rock,
Yeah.
but rock encompasses anything. Okay, if it's just the way it is. That's
Yeah.
how I see it. I specifically sat down wondering about a New Year song, and again, it's just the words just seem to come. I'll get a tune, I'll get the melody. 3 cheers for the New Year. It'll all come. The words usually come. No, 50-50. The words come first. The melody will come first. It just depends, but it just comes. They flow.
That's a question I always ask my songwriters, and I was going to ask you that,
Yeah.
so you just answered it. Very cool. It's 50-50,
Yeah, I don't.
right?
I don't go searching and reaching beyond what I get. I don't have to. It just seems like once I get into a song and I'm looking for something, the words just seem to follow, and fit. And I'm grateful.
Wow,
But
that's
I wanted a New Year's song, and that one seemed to come at a time when COVID was
okay.
sort of, it had reached its peak, but was still there, and
Mhm.
everybody's like, "Oh, I'm tired of wearing a mask, and oh, my
Yep.
loved ones are dying," and
Yep.
it was horrible. It's just it really touches you, and that's where this song really probably came from.
That's beautiful. It's
Yeah.
beautiful. All right. So your daughter who sings, does she also write songs?
I don't know.
Okay.
She's sort of a little secretive. I don't know. If I'll hear her, my wife will hear her singing around the house, and boy, she goes for the high one. It sounds like at one point it sounds like Whitney Houston walking through the house. Next point it sounds like Minnie Riperton going for a high scale.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah,
All
she
right.
really, but it's just she's got it.
Okay. All
She
right.
has it. Yeah.
All right. So
And
now,
the strange thing is my mother could sing.
oh, okay.
She had a sort of deep voice, but my father had a really deep voice.
So both
Okay.
your parents sang.
They could, yeah, they
Okay.
both. My father sounded like a cross between Elvis and Robert Goulet.
Oh my gosh.
If ever I would leave you. You know,
But wait,
I mean,
wait, stop. Wait. Okay, you can't say that to me and then, did he ever sing publicly?
no.
Oh,
But he owned a car dealership, and it always, yeah, I went up. I may have spoken about him early on, but he and I, we didn't see it eye to eye, okay?
okay, all
He
right.
was never around when I was a kid, and blah, blah, blah.
Okay,
So I
okay.
went to try to mend the fence with him when I was in my late teens.
Okay, sorry to hear
And, I stayed for 6, 8 months. It wasn't working.
that. Okay.
Tried, off and on. It was
Okay.
working, wasn't working. But every time I'd walk in, he'd be,
So you inherited some of your musical talent from your parents. That's beautiful.
yeah, I'm sure the vocal, yeah,
Yeah.
it's people want to knock heredity down here, but it's there,
It's there. Yes, of
I mean,
course.
it has to be.
That's
So,
amazing.
yeah.
All right. So now, producers, let's play. This will be the third song we're playing, right? We have a few more. I think we're playing like 5 total for you. I usually don't do that,
That's okay.
but I wanted to do
Yeah.
it for you. So I think this is the third
right.
one, right? Here we go.
There you go. Merry Christmas, everyone.
Why can't every day be more like Christmas?
Can be.
Spreading laughter, joy, peace, and hope, goodwill throughout the year. Why can't every day be more like Christmas? Why can't every day be full of lasting cheer? And why can't every day be more like Christmas? Candy canes and stockings hang beneath holly and mistletoe. Jingle bells ring and presents clean midst the fireplace's glow. Trees so bright with colored lights to shine on through the night. Hearts awake, anticipate as families reunite. And why can't every day be more like Christmas? Spreading laughter, joy, peace, and hope, goodwill throughout the year. Why can't every day Christmas.
There you go with the ending. That's beautiful. All right, you tricked me. All right, come on. Tell us about this beautiful song.
Oh, it's just exactly what it is. I tried to encompass everything that Christmas meant, to whoever, it's the odd thing about Christmas, Christ. Uh, People who aren't even believers, Christian, celebrate it.
Right. I talked to someone
How-
today. Continue, and I'll tell you.
and it just seems like the people that if they just I know it's not going to be this way. You read the Bible and you read a lot of the truth, but all the truth. But if people just took hold of that one day, and brought it the rest of the year, but the problem with it is I think they invest so much in it that I don't know. I really don't know what it is, but the song I meant for the good.
Beautiful.
That if you just wanted it to be that way, it can be.
Yes.
And if it's only a handful of people, I got to tell you something. Send them my way. Send them your way.
Beautiful.
That's what it's going to be like because you can't force people to do things. And I'm not here to force anybody, but if I came up with a song that gets your foot tapping and gets you going, yeah, why can't it be, man? I like the feeling I get on the 25th, 24th, 26th.
Beautiful.
Carry it on.
I was talking to someone today, okay, who's Indian, and I forget what her religion is and all, but they celebrate Christmas. So I have atheist friends. They celebrate Christmas. Santa comes, it's funny. But yeah, that's
Amazing.
a beautiful song.
It's an amazing thing, So, I hope I hope the song gets played around the world or in places where you wouldn't expect to hear it.
Yeah.
It's about Christmas, and like I said, there's so many people. You just said it. They're not into it.
No.
But they're into celebrating it.
That's right.
So one step forward and you're there.
That's right. There you go. All right, producers. So this is our fourth one, right? We have 5, right? So let's play our fourth one, and then we'll talk about that. We're giving you guys a little free concert here.
There you go.
Just a heads up on this one. This has got a long intro, so it's like 8 seconds, 10 seconds.
That's okay. Yep.
Oh, holy night, the stars were brightly shining. It is the night of our dear Savior's birth. Long lay the world in sin and error pining, till he appeared and the soul felt its worth. A thrill of hope, the weary world rejoices, for yonder breaks a new and glorious morn. Fall on your knees and hear the angel voices. Oh, night divine, oh, night when Christ was born. Oh, night divine, oh, night divine, oh, fall
Wow. You know, first of all, that's one of my favorite songs, especially the holiday season. You do it incredible. And I want to say something your daughter had said to me in the very beginning, the very first few messages we were conversing on. And she said,
Yeah.
my dad does rock and he rocks. And she's right. Beryl, you're
Listen,
right. Dad rocks.
yeah, again, in doing that song, I still consider what I do rock. It's. Pavarotti once said, "What's opera?" He goes, "It's organized screaming."
Oh, I love
And I agree.
that.
You know, so now I did this in Dormer. A friend asked me to do it, and it's on YouTube somewhere.
Okay.
It's there, and "Oh Holy Night" is my favorite. Okay, so of I don't just say Christmas songs
But
as
yeah,
a song, and
right.
it just says everything that needs to be said,
But I
And
loved how
there's a
he
chance
described that. That was pretty cool. Screaming.
organized screaming.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I found that out. I had a son that wanted me to try a high C, hit the note, the high C.
Okay.
I did. I got it, but you got to get up there. I mean, you got to start from the back of your heels and come off to your neck, and so it's a rough one. But yeah, it's Oh Holy Night. It is what it is. So
All right. So, all right. Do you ever sing any of Elvis's songs? Do you ever sing How Great Thou Art? I could see you singing that song.
no, I can sing. I listen. There are a bunch of songs that I'll probably rattle off. What's the other one? Somebody mentioned another one. I can't think of it right now, but yeah. The strange thing is, there was one time I walked into his office and my father was doing his Robert Goulet impression. Okay, and he listened to Elvis.
Okay.
I didn't know that, but he did, and so I challenged him to a Robert Goulet Elvis showdown, and he did that. Oh, sort of did that, and yeah, it was a sort of brief thing, but it was. Well, I can do Elvis, but
I do a little. Come on. You can't
I don't
just.
want to do it. No. But he did his Robert Goulet. If ever. And my father's voice was that deep.
You're not going to give me a
and
speck of
I did
Elvis. You're not going to give me a speck. Come on.
I'll have a blue Christmas without you.
Come on. Little more.
And if that blue heartache. That's it.
That's beautiful. Thank you for doing that.
Elvis sang where I sing from. I finally figured it out right in
Okay.
the throat.
Okay.
It's the only way you can get the reverb. Oh,
Oh my gosh, you
that's how
did
it
that
goes.
pretty cool. Okay, thank you.
Yeah. There you go, Elvis.
Is Beryl around? Is she like by you?
Is Beryl around?
Because I'd like for her at some point to just come on camera, standing next to you, and just wave to everybody. Okay?
Beryl,
We'd love to have that.
your friend is calling you.
Yes. Yes. Okay.
Your friend. Go ahead.
Yes.
You can sit. You want her to sit?
Or on the other side of you, because you're stay where you are and move. Yeah. Hi, sweetie. Say hello.
Hi, Jerry.
Say hello to everyone listening.
Hello to all the viewers out there. Listen, we hope you have a happy Christmas, Merry Christmas. May your New Year be blessed beyond belief.
This beautiful young lady here
What he said.
is the reason for this interview today, okay? We love you, Bells. This is beautiful. And he just did a little Elvis for me, so there you go.
That's right. Yeah, baby.
Thank you, sweetie. I love you.
Everybody have a Merry Christmas and a very blessed New Year.
You too, sweetheart. Thank you. How to have
Yeah.
you come and say hello.
There you go.
So now,
You too, Jerry.
All right. You can leave now.
I get the point.
so now we have one more song, correct? All
There
right.
you go.
So wait, producer, wait. We're not going to play that yet. I'm going to read my poem, and then we'll close with your song.
Go ahead.
And you'll still be able to talk. But all right.
Yeah.
So the reason I like to read this poem when I do, like especially musicians and singers and writers, and because I'm going to be getting a lot of messages how great you are. Okay? You have that opera freaking voice. Okay? You're incredible.
Nessun dorma, nessun dorma.
You see what I mean?
Tu
All right.
pure principessa nella tua fredda stanza, guardi le stelle che tremano d'amore e di speranza. I'll only do that song if the guy at Ferrari gives me one.
That's
Okay.
so, but you really are that good.
Yeah.
All right. So people are going to be saying, "Holy cow, I wish I could sing like him. He's that good." So this poem is called Utilizing Gifts and Talents. And I
Yeah.
wrote this for people who doubt themselves because I
There you
want
go.
everyone out there to know we all have something to offer. All right, listen. Go
before
ahead.
you start, let me
Yes.
just chime in. Folks, realize one thing today. You're looking at a 66-year-old man,
Yep.
who pushed aside a lot of things early in life. Okay? I'm not perfect. There is no perfect down here. But I've got 2 lungs. I got have a mouth. And as long as those operate, it's full steam ahead. And if conditions line up and things are good, it can happen to you too. So don't ever give up. Another thing I just want to say, and I this is partially one of the songs you may or may not play, but I had a friend, Dennis Rochford, and he was a priest, in Worcester, Massachusetts, and he introduced my mother back in the early '70s to her future husband. She got divorced when I was 12,
Okay.
but she was going to remarry. And Dennis came home from the Vietnam War.
Oh.
And his father, Clarence Rochford, lives right across the street. Some of you people out there may know this from Spags on Route 9 in Shrewsbury. Well, Dennis came in that day, and by the time I left, I thought he was one of the nicest. I was 14, he was 21. Just came home from Vietnam. 2 Purple Hearts, a bronze heart, whatever. Friends that got blown up on a bridge along with him. He survived. He held their dead bodies in his hands. He became a priest after that. Gave up. He had fallen in love with a girl at UMass in Amherst in Massachusetts. Believed God was calling him. Unfortunately, with everything he lived, ended up going back to Iran during that period. Unfortunately, everybody loved the man. They had the same opinion that I did on that meeting, that this guy was a salt of the earth. At 60 years old, he gave up all hope, and he jumped from a bridge and killed himself.
Wait, what?
Yeah, he was 60. The things he had seen,
And
the
a
things
priest. And a
He,
priest.
that priest, Dennis Rochford. You can look the name up and see his
Okay.
picture. Dennis Rochford, the nicest man you'd ever know. And I have one of the nicest I ever met. Everybody loves him. At the drop of a hat, he'd be there for the people. But he became an alcoholic. Unfortunately, with what he dealt with,
Yes.
obviously overwhelmed him.
Yeah, his demons
And he
kicked
went
in. Yeah.
in Rhode Island, went to a 400-foot bridge and jumped to his death. Folks, listen, hang in there.
Hang in there.
I wish I had been there that day and could have tied my body to him so he couldn't jump. It still wouldn't have stopped him. I don't know why. We don't know why. We'll never know why. But as long as you're living and breathing, I'm testimony. There's a chance. Okay?
Michael,
Don't give up.
thank you. Wow. All right, guys. You heard it. All right. Now I'm going to read this poem, Utilizing Gifts and Talents, and I want everyone out there to know God gave all of us something to offer. You just have to figure out what that is, and here goes. If you're questioning yourself, you have self-doubt, please listen to every word of this poem. We are born with talents, we are born with drive, with different gifts to help us thrive. I knew early on I was born to draw and paint, to also write poetry, and to talk without restraint. Our gifts and talents should all be used, God's gift to us, not be abused. We can go far in life for sure, using our gifts to go on tour. All our talents should be used to create ourselves and more, but then our job's to share them, to even up the score. You see, in life, what's needed is not just for ourselves. Once our gifts are mastered, take them off the shelves. A living we can make by spreading them around, not just for the money, but to spread a peaceful sound. So don't take for granted the gifts you're given. Go out and spread the joy. Our gifts are not to be held back for us to self-destroy. Put your efforts forth. Do not hesitate. All your talents, my friend, are never second rate. Never hold them back or you will surely die. Maybe not in body, but your soul will cry. Our gifts were made to share, our talents made to soar. Go through life enlightened, and then you can roar. Be proud of who you are. Be happy you're alive. Once again, my friend, your gifts will help you thrive. By putting efforts forth, young man, not keeping them at bay, your name, Maine South, baby, will live forever, forever and a day. So go through life excited for what you sure can give. To yourself and others is our reason to live. Our grave will be quite lonely, but our legacy lives on. So make sure people smile with the breaking dawn. And Michael, that's what you're doing. You're making people smile.
Well, listen, everybody has some hardship in life.
Yes.
Right? We do here.
Yes.
Everybody does around the world. I mean, I got a 15-year-old daughter who has autism, and she could drive you half out of your mind. And, a lot of people wouldn't be able to handle her. And she's a loving girl, but boy, she has pushed dad to the brink on countless occasions. And, I don't sound or look like the person maybe I should, but, I'm here for her. And we do it and we get by. And, one of the songs I wrote as time passes by is about that. It's not always good. Sometimes you're on the good side. Sometimes you're on the other side. If you get the good side, hopefully it'll multiply for you. And even my wife Lisa has said, often if we ever, come into anything that, we'll spread it, and you just gotta, like you said, it's gonna be a lonely place. The grave doesn't take multiples.
No.
It takes singular.
That's right.
Okay. And what you have here won't go down there. So, we'll see, hopefully, yeah, we'll see.
Okay.
But it's everything you said is right on, spot on.
Well, all right. I'll say what I'm going to say after. Okay. I want to say something special to you. But let's play your final song, and then we'll have you talk.
Before that, let me say this. Before that, if anybody's listening from Yankee Stadium, I have a desire, to do the anthem, God Bless America, and take me out to the ball game. So one of these days, wait a minute, hold on.
Come on.
Hold on. Let's go. You ready?
All right. Come on.
One of these days.
All right. All right. That's cool.
There you go.
I love it. All right. All
Yeah.
right. Here we go. Producer, let's play our final song.
Yeah.
Just hear the sleigh bells jingling, ring ting tingling too. Come on, it's lovely weather for a sleigh ride together with you. Outside the snow is falling and friends are calling you. Come on, it's lovely weather for a sleigh ride together with you.
It's a hard one to sing.
Giddy up, let's go. Let's look at the show. We're riding in a wonderland of snow. Giddy up, it's grand. Just holding your hand. We're gliding along with the song of a wintry fairyland. Our cheeks are nice and rosy and comfy cozy are we. We've snuggled close together like two birds of a feather would be. Let's take that road before us and sing a chorus or two. Come on, it's lovely weather for a sleigh ride together with you. There's a birthday party at the home of Farmer Gray. It'll be the perfect ending of a perfect day. We'll be singing the songs we love to sing without a single stop. At the fireplace where we'll watch the chestnuts pop. Pop, 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 there's a happy feeling nothing in the world can buy. When they pass around the coffee and the pumpkin pie, it'll nearly be like a picture print by Currier and I. Just hear the sleigh bells jingling, ring ting tingling too. Come on, it's lovely weather for a sleigh ride. Just hear the sleigh bells jingling, ring ting tingling too. Come on, it's lovely weather for a sleigh ride together with you. Outside the snow is falling and friends are calling you. Come on, it's lovely weather for a sleigh ride together with you. Giddy up, giddy up, giddy up, let's go. Let's look at the show. We're riding in a wonderland of snow. Giddy up, giddy up, giddy up, it's grand, just holding your hand. We're gliding along with the song of a wintry fairyland. Our cheeks are nice and rosy and comfy cozy are we. We snuggle close together like two birds of a feather would be. Let's take that road before us and sing a chorus or two. Come on, it's lovely weather for a sleigh ride together with you. Come on, it's lovely weather for a sleigh ride together with you. Come on, it's lovely weather for a sleigh ride together with. Sleigh ride together with. Sleigh ride together with you.
All right, I thought that would be a great song to end the show with. I'm still going to give you the mic, but that song is so
Oh,
cool,
it's okay.
so uppity, and it's December. I love
There
it.
you go.
I love it. So, all right. So, I'm going to give you the mic. I don't want you to get off thinking, oh, I should have talked about this or I forgot to say this. The mic is
Yeah.
yours. Say whatever you'd like to say.
There isn't much to say other than, the songs I find myself writing. Listen, everybody usually writes what they live, a few people in life. Listen, I remember seeing Luther Vandross a few years back, and he said, he looked at the camera, he said, I've never, I don't know what he was referring to. I don't remember what he was referring to, but he goes, I've never in my life drank, taken drugs or smoked. He goes, but it doesn't stop me, from, I think this is what he was getting to. It doesn't stop me from trying to, be an influence to those who do, He goes, I am not going to do what they do. He goes, you won't move me to do what they do, but I'm there, man. He said, if Luther Vandross.
Are you kidding me? Luther, baby. Who
Oh,
doesn't know Luther?
Mr. Smooth.
Yes.
Yeah. So, he said, I'm there. And I think that's sort of what the music I do is. Many moons ago, I tried writing lyrics that, were Aerosmithish and all that, and it just didn't kick in.
Wait.
I just wasn't.
Wait.
Well,
Wait.
No,
I want to say this. Aerosmithish. I love it. Continue.
Aerosmithish. Well, let me say something on that. Years ago, I knew a guitarist, Tom Howes, back in Massachusetts. And it was when I first really started to get into music. He was auditioning for a singer. And they used to have a magazine called the Boston Phoenix. Now, you'd have to live back then to know this.
Yeah.
And in the back of that, they had musicians' ads.
Oh.
Selling a guitar, need a singer, need a guitarist.
Oh.
So I answered it. I sent him a tape. And I think on that tape, I sent him something by Eddie Money, of all people, like 2 Tickets to Paradise.
Okay.
I've got 2 tickets to paradise. Won't you pack your bags? We'll leave tonight.
That was great.
So that's exactly what I sent him. He called me up, I think, a week later. He said, Mike, he goes, I want to offer you the job as my singer. He didn't have a band. But he had known George Harrison in the late 60s in England through another group. And he chose me. He said, I had all these Prince imitators sending me tapes. Singing like, woo, and all this. And he wanted a rock singer. So he chose me. But he wanted to bring me down. He knew Brad Whitford from Aerosmith,
Okay.
the rhythm guitarist. He was actually going to see George Harrison, I think, on the North Shore. He was from Situate. He was going to see him. I wasn't ready, this points back to one thing in people's lives. Don't ever think, you're ready at a time when you may not be,
Okay.
or you might not think you're ready. And here comes the opportunity. When it works, it works. And when it doesn't, it wasn't supposed to, what can I tell you? But, my motto to people, as long as you're breathing, don't give up. As long as you have breath, the minute you become incapacitated, the minute you can no longer walk. I've got trouble with I used to lift heavy weights years ago, and it did a number on my back and my knees. So, but I can still walk, and I thank God I can. Another short story on that one. I had pancreatitis back in 2013. Again, I've never taken drugs, never smoked, never, done all that. And people attribute pancreatitis, which is what I had in 2013, to somebody who's been on drugs or, something along that line. I had a gallstone lodged in my pancreatic duct, and it was eating up my pancreas. And I was 2 hours away. We were living in Nashville at the time. I was 2 hours away from Nashville. They wanted to life flight me. They couldn't find a helicopter, so they had to take me by ambulance. Now, had they taken me by helicopter, I may have died. The pancreas if you just went like this to my stomach, it felt like somebody put a piece of the sun in my stomach.
Okay.
The pain was atrocious.
Okay.
The male nurse in West Tennessee said he gave me enough morphine to put down an African elephant. Okay, so on that route by ambulance, I know that stone got dislodged from my duct. If it hadn't, I probably would have died. I was left Vanderbilt Hospital. I was left in the emergency room for 5 hours without antibiotics or any medication at all, pain medication. I was dying. My wife came, she saw me, she kept running up. The minute I gotten back after 5 hours, I felt like it never happened.
Okay.
So you can attribute that to God.
Okay. Yes.
So I wouldn't be sitting here today. My daughter Beryl will tell you she was in tears when she got news that I was basically dying. They told them I was in rough shape, that my numbers were off the chart. You wouldn't want to know them. And she said she did one thing, and my wife and everybody, they prayed. Very simple. So not everything we want gets answered, okay? But you may find that the important things do. I'm somebody who has battled God my entire existence.
Okay.
Okay. This is what she said. When you come down south, you meet a whole different genre of people and believing. I'm going to leave it there.
Okay.
But I do know this, that as long as you have breath, give a prayer. As long as you have breath, give life a shot.
Yeah.
As long as you have legs that work, keep on going. That's what I'm doing at 66. No is not good enough an answer. Yes is. So keep on moving forward.
Okay.
Be like a what do you call it? A bulldozer. You got to keep moving.
Well, I wanted to say something special to you earlier, and I'm going to say it now.
Yeah.
Even more after that story. Okay? Guys, listen. First of all, share this show. All right? Get in touch with him. You'll tell them how to get in touch with you in a minute. Maybe you can get some of his music, but share the show. So what I wanted to say to you is this, God puts us all in certain situations for reasons.
Sure.
He wasn't taking you that day because your family needs you. And
Right.
there you go.
Absolutely.
You are an amazing father. You have a beautiful family, and God is so good. And I want to thank you
Yeah.
personally, Michael, for honoring me here today with this
Oh,
great
nice.
interview. And I want
It's my pleasure. It's no honor. Don't. You don't have to level it with that. Listen, we're all in it together.
we're all in it together.
It's planet Earth, and
Amazing.
you gotta take your best shot and keep on trying. Just dig away. And I've learned, even with our own family, life can get very, very difficult.
Yes.
It really can. But you just got. Beryl's been through it.
Yep.
faith in her own ways, gone
Yep.
through it. I've been put through it. My wife Lisa, she's got a thyroid issue now, so but
Got to push through.
we're together,
Yep.
and the same for you out there. Don't give up.
Don't
Just
give up.
until your breath leaves, keep on singing, keep on talking, keep on going, keep on pushing, keep on moving. Gotta keep on keeping on.
Keep on keeping
So,
on. And with
Yeah,
that,
just keep doing it. Keep doing it, man.
with that,
I got a song. I've got an upcoming song. And it came from Yogi Berra. It ain't over till it's over.
how can people get in touch with you if they want some of your music?
Well, let me give them directions to the house. If you come down to, okay. You can go to Facebook. It's Michael. What is it? Michael Foy Bellis.
Yep.
I think that's what it goes under.
Okay. And get in touch with
Um,
me if they can't find you, they can get in touch
If
with
I
me.
do, listen. They can. I can give my email address. I'm
Go
not
ahead.
shy.
Give your
It's up
email.
to them.
Go ahead.
They can take it down. It's my first initial of my first name, M, for Michael. Last name Bellis, Bellis. So it's MBELLIS 720 at gmail.com.
Perfect.
You can go to YouTube, our YouTube page. I don't know if that goes under. If I've always typed in, it says uploads from Maine South, but if you type in Michael Foy Bellis YouTube, it'll take you there.
Okay, good. Thank you, Michael. And
We don't have this,
No.
don't have this professional site
No,
where
that's
people
okay.
can.
But that's
I don't
great.
need it.
I want to
know?
thank you, and of course, I want to thank our girl, Bellis. We love
Yeah.
you. And with that,
Yeah,
producers, take us out.
there you go. Thank you, Jerry.
Yep.
Just hear the sleigh bells jingling, ring ting tingling too. Come on, it's lovely weather for a sleigh ride together with you. Outside the snow is falling and friends are calling you. Come on, it's lovely weather for a sleigh ride together with you. Giddy up, giddy up, giddy
Bye-bye,
up, let's
everyone.
go. Let's look at the show. We're riding in a wonderland of snow. Giddy up, giddy up, giddy up, it's grand, just holding your hand. We're gliding along with the song of a wintry fairyland. Our cheeks are nice and rosy and comfy cozy are we. We've snuggled close together like two birds of a feather
everybody.
would be.
For my wife Lisa, myself, and our family. Take care.
Come on, it's lovely weather for a sleigh ride together with you. There's a birthday party at the home of Farmer Gray. It'll be the perfect ending of a perfect day. We'll be singing the songs we love to sing without a single stop. At the fireplace where we'll watch the chestnuts pop. Pop, pop, pop. There's a happy feeling nothing in the world can buy. When they pass around the coffee and the pumpkin pie. It'll nearly be like a picture print by Currier and Ives. These wonderful things are the things we remember all through our lives. These wonderful things are the things we remember all through our lives. Just hear the sleigh bells jingling, ring ting tingling too. Come on, it's lovely weather for a sleigh ride. Just hear the sleigh bells jingling, ring ting tingling too. Come on, it's lovely weather for a sleigh ride together with you. Outside the snow is falling and friends are calling you. Come on, it's lovely weather for a sleigh ride together with you. Giddy up, giddy up, let's go. Let's look at the show. We're riding in a wonderland of snow. Giddy up, giddy up, giddy up, it's grand, just holding your hand. We're gliding along with the song of a wintry fairyland. Our cheeks are nice and rosy and comfy cozy are we. We snuggle close together like two birds of a feather would be. Let's take that road before us and sing a chorus or two. Come on, it's lovely weather for us there out together with you.